Clearly, when I ask how you guys are doing, I don't get an answer. But I'm just gonna say I hope you guys are well. I'm going to introduce myself actually now, every time, because I know my channel doesn't have my name. So, I am Tandoluetu Stampo. People call me Stampo or Uncle Stampo or Tando, yeah, or Oluetu. But people don't usually call me Tandoluetu unless I'm in trouble, you know. But yeah, there's a video. I'll be looking down because I'm reading, so I want to give you. I don't want to be all over the place. I want to get straight to the point. You know, you get me. And leave us. Y'all here, y'all were, yeah, were yeah, I think so. One of the two is correct. Today I'll be talking about someone. Was it? Yeah, someone in my comments section asked me to do the pros and cons of testosterone. Okay, so now going into the pros that I actually drafted up, but you must remember that these are very relative, and it doesn't mean that they're pros for me as well. I'll tell you which are pros for me, maybe, and which are not, but I was just thinking pros in general, maybe. But yeah, pros or the positive side of testosterone. Yeah. So the first one I wrote down, which is like a big thing for me. I'm sure you guys can see, man. Even with me, I just have a bounce. I just have a bounce. Even though I'm sitting, I'm bouncing. But yeah, I am so much happier. Anyways, I say this all the time. Anyways, the pro is increased confidence. I think this would make sense because you're getting closer to who you really are. You get me? So definitely your confidence is gonna up the roof, you know. Increased muscle mass, your shoulders get broad, and you know, man, you look like whatever. Anyways, yeah. Also, it's very easy to get because of testosterone. It's very easy to build muscles. It hasn't been very easy for me because I've been trying to lose weight, so that has been cancelling out my gaining of muscles. But same with redistribution of fat. So hips, none of that, they gone, you know. But then they go to your stomach area. The fat goes to your stomach area. So also it's very relative as to where you'd prefer it. I prefer it stomach area because, as I said, six-pack each dish. Voice deepens. I used to call myself Questa back in those days when I had a squeaky voice, imagine. But yeah, your voice deepens, and yeah, like I remember it was amazing for me because every time I'd be on a call with someone, you know, they just hear your voice and like, hi ma'am, you know, those things. But none of that now. It's like, even, you know, people like maybe at school, you know, when they call and maybe it says there miss or whatever, but once they hear my voice, they're like, sir, you know. So that's great. That's super great. This one could be very controversial, right? I try to not speak much on things that are controversial, but yeah, there is shift in societal hierarchy. Yeah, but as I said, these pros, advantages or whatever are very relative. But yeah, I think you guys will get it. I just wanna maybe dissect it. Is that when FTM specifically, right? Is that you get respected more now. You're a man. You get me? Not you're a man. You are a man, but you get respected because of that. Because I know, for example, with me, when I walk with my little sister, you know, they don't catcall her anymore. In comparison to Preeti, you know, they'd be like, hey, don't own mama or something, you know, all of that disgusting stuff. But now, none of that. Maybe they'll look, but once I look up, it's a, you know, even with my woman, and none of that, those things now. you'd get disrespected, man. And when clearly they see that you're together, but they wouldn't care because, you know, you're a female or whatever. But yeah, that happens. So I do take it as an advantage because I feel as though that way I am able to protect the people that I really care about, you know. Yeah, facial hair. I sing the song all the time. Cons. The cons / negative impacts or disadvantages, whatever you want to call it. What you need to remember is that, did you guys hear that tongue?
Greener Porsches, every opposition that sets foot over here, demolish!
What you need to remember is that most of the changes are irreversible. So I never ask people if they're sure they trans. I don't think that's an appropriate question at all. But I think someone has to, you know, explore themselves and know for sure this is the step they want to take. Even if you're a trans, you are a trans, you don't need to transition. So I'm not saying that you exploring your options means that you're less trans if you don't want to transition, like in the medical sense. It just means you don't want to, you get me? So yeah, so it's just important to take note that changes are irreversible. And also you have, if you decide to transition, right, like I did, you must accept everything. So for example, like I have these hairs here, I hope you guys can see. So if you're like, what the tweet is this? Then, you know, like you have to live with all of this. What don't I like? Even my GP asks. There is one thing I don't like, and I'll also dive into it later stage in the cons, is that with testosterone, I observed that I gained weight very easy. So I remember, I'm sure if you guys go back to my previous videos, I was chabinyana, you know, the fat cheeks and all that. I hated that period. I had swollen bones. It wasn't a great time. My self-esteem went this way. So even the GP does encourage, my GP does encourage that you work out, because once you start, yeah. So also the ability to get pregnant may or may not come back. Come back? Why did I say come back? Anyways, you may be able to get pregnant or you may not. So some trans men that sometimes are able to afford will make plans, you know, to safe keep their eggs, all of those things. So yeah, so you need to do your brain or whatever. At some, maybe you might not be able to get pregnant, you know, but also there are other ways to get kids. So to me, I was just like, you know what, it's whatever, man, it's whatever. I'd rather be awake, I'd rather be alive and, you know, have other methods to get kids. Yeah, if I hadn't gotten it, testosterone, hormones, yes, important, very important. Hormones won't solve body dysmorphia. So just because you're unhappy with, you know, your body and yeah, you know, or I don't know the official what do you call this, definition for body dysmorphia, but it won't, testosterone won't solve everything, you know. I gained weight, for example, as I said. I gained, how much did I gain since first year until now? Well, then when I checked, I remember I was just 50 kg when I got to varsity, and then when I was on testosterone, when I was 80 kgs, so I gained 30 kgs, yeah. But now I've lost again because I'm gymming. But yeah, so just yeah. So another point is that you become very irritable beginning stages of testosterone. So if you are within a relationship, your partner needs to be aware that you'll become moody, irritable. You need time to adjust to these hormones. You're a teenager again, kubone. So you need to also attend your therapist sessions so you can regulate them, because they'll help you on how to deal with all of this. And also just don't be hard on yourself. Really, don't be hard on yourself, and hopefully surround yourself with people that understand and are willing to be patient. But also don't be a pig. Don't be a douche. Yeah. People may call you a fake man. I get that. It's cool. Each to your own. Hey man, you're not like English saying, each to his own. Each to his own. Each to his own, or her own, or their own, etc., etc. Yeah. So I am a real man. There is a saying that I like, that says, some men are born in their bodies, and some men have to fight for their bodies. Some like that. So another point is that family and friends might pull away from you, because you can't. I learned something recently, that we believe we're valid, right? We believe we should be accepted, and then there are people that believe that this isn't right. You're playing whoever created us, you shouldn't change yourself, all of that. So I learned, and it was a very hard thing to learn, is that everyone has a right to believe what they believe. So as much as, if they're not stopping you, right? If they're not stopping you and they're not telling you about, no, don't do this or whatever, I don't think it's fair of us to expect the same from them. We want to change how they're thinking. So, some things we just need to live with. People believe in different things, and we can't force our views or anything on anyone. Just educate. I just hope that people are more open-minded and are willing to listen, but I'm not trying to change your standing. Just please listen to me. So I've been lucky enough that my family, my mom, my siblings, everyone else, my siblings, Kamalalia, and then my older siblings are like, we don't, but obviously my mom, it took her a while a bit, but she was not hard on me. It's just, I understand that it was probably hard for her as well. So yeah. With friends, man, also you have to be ready that because you're not changing, but maybe changing in their books, people are allowed to be like, you know what, hey man, this friendship is not for me anymore, or this just isn't for me, or you will also be uncomfortable in that friendship. I've discovered that I also feel that way with other friendships, and it's okay to just be like, you know what, we've outgrown each other. I think people just outgrow each other on a daily basis, regardless of whether you're on hormones or whatnot. Trigger warning. This is going to be a talk about private parts now, just one sentence, but it won't automatically remove your features that like your chest area and your private part area. You still need to get surgery for those things. Sad. There is a risk of heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. Especially if you smoke or you're overweight, according to medical terms. I'm not saying anyone's overweight, just so this is where the general practitioner, GP, or endocrinologist comes in, because you go there for checkups all the time, so they check that everything's okay. Blood tests. I didn't know this. I actually learned this when I read this book that I'm gonna put in. Is that it can cause, it's not a book, article actually, it can cause or worsen headaches / migraines, yeah, can't say much on that. I don't think so. Well, I don't think so. That hasn't been happening to me. Ulethu, Tando, Stambo, Uncle Stambo. Just nah, I haven't experienced it, you know. This one, yeah. Being visibly trans, or being in a platform where, you know, people can easily access and, you know, see that you're trans. It has a lot of risk, violence, yeah, has a lot of risk. So there is nothing really that we can do really about that. But this is for people that do maybe want to, you know, we're trying to increase representation of trans people, you know, media or whatever, you know, we're doing that. So we're doing that for the greater good. But you should remember that, yeah, it does get tricky. That's not all great. I mean, yeah, I love it when people stop me, because I get stopped a bit, you know, and they're like, people are like, when I'm on main or something, aren't you the dude on YouTube? I like your channel, or I've learned so much from you, and you sharing your story or whatnot has given me the courage to do the same. Or not even in a queer context, or, you know, it's made me less scared of doing something, or, you know, and I love hearing those stuff. But there is also those times where niggas will look at you at the gym, you know, and then they'll approach you and be like, you know, and they do it on purpose and call you, you know, yeah, let's not dive into it there. No way, it's positivity over here. But transphobia, yeah, the video right now. And then life's good, man. Life's good, guys. Life is great. And so yeah, I hope you guys take care. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please don't forget to share. I haven't said this in a while. I forget that I'm a YouTuber. I think I just distribute videos, hey? Don't forget to share, comment. What order is it in? Share, comment, like, subscribe. No. Share, comment. Share. Hey man, share, comment, like, subscribe. I'm gonna say it in that order. And thoughts, scenes. See you next time.